Hello, universe. What's up? It's your girl, Brandy619. And boy, let me tell you. I just been peeping game with this whole situation with this Brittany, Malia, Derion situation here. Now, I've been checking all avenues and all angles on this, and I just been being quiet and laying low until I have all the information, to put on the table. Now, I'm going to tell you guys, I work a full-time job. I have my own business, and I have 5 kids that live in the home still currently with me, ranging from 21 to 2. Okay, so, I will always give shout-outs and put links in the description bar to where you can go and see these other videos where they have put up the proper documentation that verifies what I'm saying. I don't really have time to, do that kind of research like that. But what I can tell you is that I do research these things of which I speak. And, but I do like also for you guys to have a visual where I'm not just speaking and going off the cuff about, something that I saw somewhere else. I'm always going to make sure that I can at least direct you to a place where you can see visually for yourself what it is that I'm talking about. Okay. So, and if there's something that I did say, and you're like, okay, well, that link wasn't in the description bar. Let me know so I can go back and retrack my steps and I can find it and I can put it in there. Okay, so I appreciate that. I appreciate you guys. I also want to say, please, like, share, and subscribe. I do a few different things. YouTube always want to kind of put you in a box, but I'm not here for none of that. Nobody's going to put me in a box and tell me what to do. So, the videos where you want to hear the controversial talk topics, watch those if you want to. And if you guys feel hungry one day, watch one of my food videos. And if one day, your little girls or your girlfriend, want to learn how to do a particular hairstyle, go and check my channel and see if I have something on there regarding that particular hairstyle. Okay? So, anywho, we're all at different facets. You know what I'm saying? We have different facets and we have different layers, like onions. So there's no reason why I should just stick to one particular topic, and that's just not what I'm going to do. Or one particular thing or genre, that's just not what I'm going to do. So anyway, let's get into this. Well, I'm pulling up at my other office, so let's get into it. Okay, so check it. Let's get into it then. So QUANELL X say that he go down there and he have a conversation with Mr. Vance, and 2 men talking. He goes ahead and confesses where he put the body, where he dumped the body. He said he went out to Arkansas and put the body, got out the car and went and dumped the body. Let me tell you what you guys are not paying much attention to is the fact that Mr. QUANELL X says that he said that Derion Vance said he's in a car. He doesn't say the Nissan. He says that he was in a car. Well, what car, whose car, and who drove you, where you was? Did you drive yourself? Did you go rent a car? Did you go, you know what I'm saying? What was it? Mr. QUANELL X, you been asking Malia's mama all these questions all this time, and you go up in there and you don't ask that man if Brittany is involved. Did Brittany drive you there? How did you get there? How much does Brittany know? Mr. QUANELL X says that Derion Vance says that it was an accident. Well, how and what kind of accident, sir? Was this all you're doing? Was this to help clean up? Was this you know what I'm saying? Come on with the information, Mr. QUANELL X. I know you happy that you the one that got the break on the information in the news, but come through with what the people want to know, okay? Don't come talking about what you can't talk about. Talk about what you can talk about, and you should have been asking these specific questions and leaving no stone unturned. You say you quit the case because Brittany wasn't telling you the truth. So not in none of that man-to-man conversation did you ask him what part, if any, Brittany had in it? Because we know she's not being honest. You knew she wasn't being honest. So at what point the last person you was representing, do you not ask this dude, how is she involved? That's what I'm mad about. I already knew he was going to come and see their baby and get the baby and all of that extra kind of stuff. I already knew at some point he was going to tell. But I'm kind of feeling like all the stuff she dumped on you and Mr. QUANELL X says that Derion says that he's upset about the way that he's being portrayed. Well, guess what? He's being portrayed that way because Brittany allowed Mr. QUANELL X to portray you that way. So you ain't even going to try to say that she drove the car, she knew nothing about you. Your love must be deep, Mr. DV. How deep is your love? Okay? How deep is your love, boy? Because even if it wasn't true, I'd have been throwing her up under the bus. Yep, she drove me in the car down to Arkansas and did all of that. But you know, who am I? They still haven't found the baby's body yet. And I was going to make the video earlier really stacking it up and really, you know, going through the BS about what the half-sister said and what Brittany said and what the text messages said and, you know, what who said. But he has given a location. Clearly it's not an exact location or they would already have the body. You know, so until we find that baby's body, he says the remains, he took the remains and threw them out there. So, Mr. QUANELL X, I would like to know, was the baby mutilated? Was she in pieces? Did you ask him that? Because you're the one that said that there was human flesh, tissue in the drains. That's what you had said. I saw it on the interview. I think you might have had on something like a cream or, you know, like a, not a coffee, but, well, maybe like a coffee color if you have poured some creamer in there, you know, like that kind of coffee kind of color suit. And it was like black, I mean, not black, but yellow walls in the back. And the man was asking you questions and you said that the flesh was in the drains. So that he possibly had dismembered her because there was so much flesh in the drains and the pipes. So he told you where the remains at, but did you ask him, did he dismember the body? Oh, wait. I'm just saying, like, fill the people in, because we've been going hard in the paint in reference and in regards to this case and the little girl. And we need more from you, Mr. QUANELL X. I definitely do, because I've been, you know, trying to keep dogs off you. Letting the people know, you know, that you in a position where you can gain people's trust and get to find out information that you normally would not have. You know, letting them know, hey, let him get close and do his thing so he can find out the information that we can't. And so you went and you found out the information, but you ain't giving up the ass, though. And that's what I want you to do. I want you to give it on up, Mr. QUANELL X. Go on ahead and run it to the people. Because we've been losing sleep. We've been dreaming about this. We've been manifesting this time where this man would tell where the baby's body is. Yes, we definitely know he's involved, but we want to know to what extent is Miss Brittany involved. Come with that. All right? We already knew baby was coming home because Malia already been ready to come home. She's ready to come home. We've been knowing that. The ancestors been having their hands around her and this whole situation, and we have been putting forth the energy to make sure that we bring this baby home. All right? We've been putting this out to make sure that we bring the baby home. This is the energy that we've been putting out. This is the vibration that we've been putting out. So we already knew she was going to come home. It was just a matter of time. She was not going to be, you know, just sitting out there where in the land of nobody knows. Okay? So let us know to what extent Brittany was involved. That's what we want to know. We want to know what the mama knew and how much the mama knew. We waiting for that conviction. Now, I'm not going to say that we trying to manifest something on her that shouldn't be. Only those things that should be will be. So let us know. I'm waiting.